clouds moved in quite a bit faster than they were supposed to, but I did a full weather brief. Everything looks good here, and it looks even better in Roswell, so I'm looking forward to it. Everything else looks good. Airplane is running great, and I did get the tanks totally topped off, so we have 130 gallons on board, which is 123 usable for the flight today. We should use about half of that, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depends on if we can get direct early on or not. Executive ground, Takeoff 484 Hotel Papa, ready to pick up IFR Romeo Oscar Whiskey.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, clear to Romeo Oscar Whiskey Airport via radar vectors, Industry 1 departure, Industry transition, join Victor 68 to Craze, then direct Lima Lima Oscar, direct destination. On departure, maintain 2,000, expect 8,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 123.8, squawk 7437.
Okay, clear direct to Romeo Oscar Whiskey via radar vectors, Industry 1 departure, Industry, Victor 68, Craze, Lima Lima Oscar, then direct. Climb maintain 2,000, expect 8,000 within 10 minutes. Frequency 123.8, squawk 7437 for 484 Hotel Papa.
484 Hotel Papa, read back correct.
Everything looks fantastic, so we are officially ready for takeoff. Now I'm going to run through a few things because, like I said before, this is my first time doing a solo cross country in this airplane. So, shoulder harnesses are in fact fastened. Oh, but it is a little hot for that. All right, so if I do lose an engine, I am going to identify which one is having an issue. I'm going to verify by gently pulling the throttle back of the one that I think is having an issue to ensure that there is no change. If that is the case, I will then feather that engine and then continue through my checklist, keeping in mind to fly the airplane at all times. I am already on an instrument flight plan, so should I need it, I'm already going to be talking to air traffic control. We are going to climb up to 8,000 feet, and if I lose my engine before I leave the ground, I will pull my throttles down to idle, come to a complete stop on the runway, and then exit the runway. If I lose it on takeoff, I will look for a safe place to land, and if I lose it on takeoff after reaching at least 400 feet ATL, I will feather the airplane and then come back around and land as normally as possible. Everything looks fantastic. I'm feeling good. Let's get to it. Executive Tower, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, holding short 36, ready for departure.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Executive Tower on departure, flight heading 270, runway 36, wind calm, clear for takeoff.
On departure, flight heading 270, clear for takeoff, 36, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. 270, perfect. All right, gas is good, undercarriage is good, mixture and props are full forward, lights are on, and we are clear. Here we go. Runway's clear, finals clear. Nice and easy, Kay, you got this. It's like the first time I soloed just in general. It's fun. All right, we're gonna come up here, we're gonna come to a complete stop. We're gonna bring RPMs up to 2,000, verify all gauges are in the green. We've got our map up so we can keep an eye out for traffic. And we'll rotate around 79. Right. Gently promenade up to 2,000. Everything looks really good. There we go. Close to the floor. All right, maintaining center line. Airspeed's definitely alive and looking good. There's our 79 and rotate. We're off. Tap the brakes. Gears coming up.
Tower, west wind 22 Alpha Victor.
All right, all three lights are out. A little bit of forward trim. We can bring this back down. There we are. A bit more forward trim, and we are turning to the west, heading 270. Cowl flaps closed.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, contact Houston departure today.
Over to departure. See you next week. Thanks, 4 Hotel Papa. Good morning, Houston. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, turning to heading 270, climbing through 800.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Houston departure, ident, altimeter 29903.
Ident 29903, 484 Hotel Papa. All right, 1,000 feet
Hotel
to
Papa,
go.
radar contact 1 mile northwest of the Houston Executive Airport. Climb and maintain 8,000.
Climb maintain 8,000, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. That was fast. There's our 8,000. 270. All gauges look great. Traffic looks good. Back to the map on here and keep an eye on those engine gauges on that side. Perfect. All right, gas is still good. Flaps are indeed 0. Cowl flaps are closed. Mixture and props are still where they need to be. And we're currently climbing about 115 knots. Not too shabby.
Sir 9 Mike, contact Houston approach on, or Houston Center 128.6, good day.
All right, everything is feeling really nice, so let's go autopilot, heading mode, making sure that's continuing to fly, heading 270, and we're climbing at about 900 feet a minute, which is giving us an airspeed of about 120 knots, so I'm good with that. Going into cloud, so eyes are inside. It wasn't too bad, not bumpy at all, I like it. I'll fly in those types of clouds all day long. Sign me up. Alright, so this is part of that radar vectors we talked about, so we are flying further away from our initial fix, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll send us direct. Fingers crossed, everybody. 8,000, so we got 5,000 feet to go. That one had a few little bumps, but that wasn't too bad either. We're gonna get out of these pretty darn quick anyway.
Departure 398 Mike Papa, passing 1.1 for 2,000 off for Sugarland.
All engine gauges look fantastic.
398 Mike Papa, try to check in.
Really gonna keep
Hey,
using this
off
air
Sugarland,
vent here.
passing 1.3 for 2,000.
Sir 398 Mike Papa, your radar contact 2 south of the Sugarland Airport. Climb maintain 5,000.
5,000, 8 Mike Papa.
Alright, let's verify this checklist since we're not in clouds right now. So takeoff was good. We rotated at 79, that was perfect. Gears up, flaps are up, perfect. Climbing at 120, we're at about 115, I'm cool with that. Inches of manifold pressure right around 33. Props are between 2550 and 2600. Mixture is already as required for now. Fuel pumps are as required for now. Prop sync is on. Yaw dampener we don't have. Cowl flaps are closed.
Sierra 4 Hotel Papa, proceed direct craze.
Direct craze, 484 Hotel Papa.
November 8 Mike Papa, turn right heading 330.
Go back.
Right turn 330, 8
Out
Mike
here.
Papa.
There's our craze. Enter, enter, and nav mode. Doesn't look like it's going to change us much anyway, so that looks great. Very nice.
Approach FlexJet 573 at 9,000.
Let's climb at 700 feet, keep that speed up just a little bit.
FlexJet 573.
We want to be at about 120 in the climb. We're at 110, so not off by that much, but we were climbing at 900 feet a minute. Now we'll go down to about 700, and that should do us nicely.
Affirmative, 17 RNAV.
Instruments all look fantastic. Been watching those the entire time. Taxi and landing lights are already done. Flight plan is officially open. We picked that up on the ground. And our next checklist will be our cruise checklist. And you can see my horrific handwriting. We have 70.5 miles until we get to craze, and once we level off, we'll hopefully be going about, gosh, I'm hoping at least 160, 170, but we'll see. Back to our map here. And I am planning on doing an instrument approach into Roswell because I haven't landed at that airport very frequently. So So hopefully they will give us that option as we get a little bit closer. We'll request
8 Mike Papa, climb maintain 1414,000 for now.
14,000, 8 Mike
Bump
Papa.
this up back to 33 while we climb.
Flex at 573, descend and maintain 7,000, proceed direct to Boki.
This is a little bit different than when I used to fly my little Cherokee 180 low red. I would lean it out once I got to about 3,000 feet or so. I am not going to lean this out at all until we level off at our altitude because we're already climbing directly up to that anyway. They didn't have to step us up at all today, which is really nice. I feel like that never happens. So I'm pretty happy about that actually.
Jump 9 X-ray, Houston departure, ident, altimeter 2993.
A little bit of that wah-wah, so let's see if we can't change that RPM to be almost exactly the same. So hard to explain what that means, but if I can figure out a way to explain it, I will. Eyes inside.
Jump 9 X-ray, radar contact 3 miles south of the Wallace Skydive Houston Airport.
3 miles south of Skydive Houston Airport, and you guys are eastbound or westbound right now?
We're currently westbound.
Okay, I'm going to extend myself towards executive. I'm also looking for 10,500.
Jump 9 X-ray, roger. Just reset your transponder.
I thought we were going to go into that cloud, but we didn't.
64,
Which works out. That's totally cool.
Okay, 53, 64 in the box right now.
I like to play a little game.
Hotel Papa, contact Houston approach 124.22.
124.22. Have a good one, 484 Hotel Papa. That's a bummer. I was just about to tell you, I like to play a little game, especially when I fly alone, where I guess what the frequency is going to be the next time around, but he beat me to the punch. To be fair, I was going to get it wrong. I thought it was 134.3, but oh well. Good morning, Houston. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, checking in 6,600 for 8,000.
484 Hotel Papa, Houston approach college altimeter 2994.
2994, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. I'm working on not saying with you and checking in, but sometimes I talk so quickly that I really don't think it impacts a lot of people. I have a lot of friends that work with air traffic control and they say it's not a big deal, but I see your comments. I'm working on it, I promise. Just about to hit 7,000, so that means we have 1,000 feet left to go until we reach our final altitude of 8,000 feet, and that's pretty much where we're going to sit for the next 3 hours. So it's going to be a really nice, enjoyable flight. Speed still 120 in the climb indicated, and ground speed is 142, so we might get lucky and actually keep our tailwind the majority of today's flight. I did pick 8,000 feet because it was the only altitude that I could find that had somewhat of a tailwind for part of my flight.
Casa 1, roger, at that altitude.
Fingers crossed.
Casa 1, roger.
So I use this vent too, there's no one else here. There's our 5 minute, good gracious. There's our 500 foot per minute mark. So we have 400 feet now until we go. We climb very quickly in this airplane. I really, really like this airplane, and I feel like especially because now I'm actually getting to a point where I can fly it and enjoy it, not just do short little spurts and test things out and then go and get more maintenance done and everything. It's just been much more enjoyable. Not to mention, this is going to be the longest cross country I've done in a long time, even including when I had low red. All right, so we're going to level off here in about 80 feet or so. We'll see how the autopilot does. Just keep a close eye on it. Make sure we don't go over 8,000. There is some leeway with that, but I like to be pretty precise when I fly, so. Leveled off beautifully. There's 8,000 feet. Speed's already increasing. Fantastic. And we have about 60 nautical miles, excuse me, until we get to Craze. Definitely trimming us out, so that looks good. Gonna be right at this cloud level, aren't we? go ahead and climb up to 10. We'll see. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind flying in the clouds, but I would prefer to not have to continuously stare at my gauges. You know, I want to be able to look outside for traffic and just, you know, enjoy being at 8,000 feet in the air. I think we will go ahead and request that. Houston approach, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, IFR with request.
4 Hotel Papa, go ahead.
I'd like to request to climb and maintain 10,000, please, for clouds. 484 Hotel Papa.
Give me a minute to coordinate. I only own up to 8. Give me a second.
Roger, 4 Hotel Papa. That might be the first time I've ever heard that. I've been a pilot for almost 7 years.
Back, Roger.
She said that she only owns up to 8. That's so crazy. Has anybody else ever heard that? Let me know. Interesting. Alright, so we've got our map here. We've got a little bit of rain and stuff around us, but we're not going to be flying through any of that, or at least we shouldn't be. I wasn't there when I did my full weather briefer. A little rain won't hurt us anyways, because most of the time those clouds are actually a lot more smooth if they have rain in them, which...
Attention all aircraft, 1 minute prior to jump activity over Hearn, which is about 18 miles northwest of Easterwood. Number 4 Hotel Papa, contact Houston Center 132.15 for higher.
132.15 for higher, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. 132.15.
November 5 to expect there
we go. And we do have a little bit of in our window, just a tad, not too shabby. But that'll help clean off all the bugs on my leading edge.
2667, again, 127.1.
Good morning, Houston, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8,000 with request.
484 Hotel Papa, turn 20, what's your request?
I'd like to climb maintain 10,000 for clouds for 484 Hotel Papa.
484 Hotel Papa, roger, climb maintain 10,000, altimeter 2995.
2995, climb maintain 10,000, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. 2995, altitude, we'll come over here, 10,000, perfect. And then we'll go ahead and climb at about 700 feet per minute or so.
You are direct craze, correct?
Affirmative, direct craze 484 Hotel Papa. That's one of those radio calls where you have to take a second, process, and make sure that you did in fact hear what you think you heard. So that was good. He's just verifying that we're going where he wants us to go.
Houston Pilatus 390 by Papa 16,000.
9 times out of 10 they're doing that because they're trying to save the pilot time, so they want to make sure you're not flying to a waypoint you don't need to fly to anymore, which I think is pretty cool.
7 8 Mike Papa, direct Willie. Direct Willie, 8 Mike Papa. Alpha 1577, we're at 10,000.
Pump this back up to 33. Our speed's still looking good, but because of these clouds, I'd rather keep a little extra power in.
230. Level 230, plus 1577, and any ride reports?
Glad I brought my window spray. I'm definitely going to have to clean the windows again before my next flight. For our next flight. Oh, perfect. And getting up to 10,000 feet is going to work great for us. Look at that. Sky just totally opened up. Love it. Those clouds are a little darker over there, but we're flying away from them. It's supposed to be sky clear and like 88 degrees or something when we land in New Mexico, so it's going to be a toasty landing, that's for sure, but came prepared. Got water, and I grabbed a chocolate chip cookie from the FBO before I left. One of my favorite things, I'll tell you in a second. We're going to go into some more clouds. 500 feet to go until we level off at 10,000. Feet to go until we level off. It looks good. All engine instruments look great. All actual instruments look great. And there is our 10,000. Looks like we'll fly through a few more clouds and then I can see they actually end not too far out. So that's cool. Cloud was a little bumpier. Anyway, all I was going to say earlier is one of my favorite things about visiting different FBOs is finding out what snacks they have.
Papa, contact Austin, approach 127.22.
127.22, take care, 484 Hotel Papa. 27.22, easy peasy. Always give it a second so you don't cut anybody off on accident. Good morning, Austin. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 10,000.
484 Hotel Papa, approach altimeter 2995.
2995, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks.
429, passing 1900 to 4,000, airport you're heading.
Skywest 47.9 on departure to contact, clear direct at Lexi.
Alright, speed's looking good. 150 indicated, and ground speed's 177. It is not, ladies and gentlemen.
40 Romeo, roger.
This one might be a little bumpy, so we're going to pull some of this power back just to prepare for it. Gauges are still looking good, no traffic to be observed. Go.
Not yet.
That's good. I'm going to take a second to grab my piece of paper so that I can lean all the mixture out and everything before we enter another cloud.
Skywest 47.9, climb maintain 2000.
I'm going to say 1,200.
10,000.
1138, contact Houston Center,
Temperature is about
132.15.
55 degrees.
32.15 now, to blue 30.
And we don't need to go into economy because this is only
Hotel
supposed to be
Papa,
about...
I have a shortcut for you when you're ready to copy it.
Ready to copy, 484 Hotel Papa.
Hotel Papa, proceed direct Amuse intersection. That's Alpha, Mike, Uniform, Sierra Echo, Amuse, and then Lano as filed.
Okay, proceed direct to Alpha, Mike, Sierra Echo, and then Lima, Lima, Oscar as filed, 484 Hotel Papa. Thanks.
For Hotel Papa, the spelling is Muse, Alpha, Mike, Uniform, Sierra Echo.
My apologies, Alpha, Mike, Uniform, Sierra Echo, 484 Hotel Papa. Thank you.
Gulfstream 1 Victor Echo, connect approach 125.
That's why you read everything back. I spelled it wrong.
2532, 1 Victor
Alright, so
Echo.
let's come into here. We've got LLO here, so we're going to add a waypoint in between these two. Enter. Alpha. Mike. Hello. Of course, this is the only time we're going to hit bumps. U-S-E. Perfect. And we're going to go direct, enter, enter. Now mode is active.
Down 4079, contact Houston Center.
Oh, beautiful. This works out great.
132.15.
For this. Where is that? It's supposed to be 3 nautical miles in front of us. Must have already moved on because I do not see that anywhere. So that's good. Perfect. And then we also have Lima Lima Oscar, which will be our following waypoint before we get to our destination. That's good. All right. There wasn't supposed to be any thunder, there wasn't supposed to be any lightning. This is all just precipitation, so we'll keep an eye on that, go around it if necessary. But I'm looking out in front of us right now, and I don't see anything that even remotely resembles that right now. So we'll keep an eye. I think it'll be okay. I mean, according to this depiction, we're supposed to be touching that right now, and I got nothing. Okay. Back over here. So 10,000. Roughly 56 degrees. Economy cruise, recommended cruise, we're going to do 33.8 and 2,400 RPM. Let's do 2,500.
Mike Papa at 16,000. We have Foxtrot descending via the Willie 7.
98 Mike Papa, approach runway 36 right.
We'll expect 36 right, 8 Mike Papa.
That'll be the RNAV Yankee.
RNAV Yankee for 36 right, 8 Mike Papa.
Not going to be exact because of all the little bumps, but that's all right.
Passing 180, descend via the Susie, we've got Foxtrot.
So 2709, off approach runway 386.
365, Delta 2709.
All right, roughly 32.7, and we're going to pull this back down to 2,500. Right about there. Keeping an eye on my map here. I can see traffic, and I'm on the instrument flight plan, so I'll be able to ask ATC if I need anything. All right, cruise checklist. Throttles and props are set, roughly 32 or so, and 2,500. Sure. Let's go over here to our display. Engine. Currently burning 15.6 gallons in our left and 16 gallons in our right. So we're going to lean out our left one first. We'll lean both of them out just slightly. To get us started. There we are. All right, left one first. HT and
Two Romeo, maintain 6,000, contact San Antonio 127.1.
27-1 down to 6,000, 2 Romeo.
Right. That looks pretty good to me. Let's increase that here. Very nice. And now let's do this one. These are pretty close to the same. Go back to our display, look at our map because we're going to hit this cloud, I think. Eyes inside. Pull this back just a tad. 32.6, 32.7. There we are. And we're definitely coming to the end of those clouds. Sweet. Let's do a quick check-in. Everything looks great. We have 69.1 nautical miles until we get to the Amuse waypoint. We're level at 10,000. Our speed right now is 150, 149, 150 indicated, and our ground speed is 170. We have a slight tailwind, but it's really not helping us too much right now. RPMs are set to about 2,500. Manifold pressures are about 32.6, 32.7. And if we come over here, we're burning about 11 or so gallons per engine. So that looks pretty great to me. Don't really have any traffic to be concerned about. So I think this is going to be a nice, easy, relaxing flight. Run through this, make sure I didn't miss any steps. So throttle's good, props good, mixture's good. Fuel pumps are in the off position. Cowl flaps are closed. Instruments are all looking great. Oxygen, I have it if I need it. I don't plan on needing it. And I also have this, which is a lot easier to use just in case. Because I am going to be at 10,000 feet for potentially 3 hours, I always want to have a backup. So I have this, and I also have the Mountain High oxygen system on board, if necessary. I've got water.
Austin, hi there.
I've
Route
got
1739 with you out of
doesn't get much better than this. And fuel, we're on both. No reason to cross me because they were almost exactly the same when we took off.
36 left, okay, thank you.
That's it, that's all I got. I just could not express to you how excited I am that I'm finally getting to do my first solo cross-country flight in this airplane. It only took me like 6 months. And part of the reason why it took that long is because, unfortunately, I had to get 10 hours of checkout time with an instructor, which between weather and his schedule and my schedule, it took a month to get 10 hours, which is no fault of either of ours. That's just life. And then I also needed to get instrument current. So I wanted to get in this airplane and really test out all of my new avionics and my new autopilot, because I had something else in my other airplane, Little Red. So it was really nice to be able to check out Dynon and Avidyne, and I just have to tell you, leaps and bounds. I absolutely love the systems that are in this airplane. That also took me about 2 weeks to be able to get the time with an instructor to go up and do all of those practice instrument approaches and those published and unpublished holds and going missed and all that jazz too. So then I did a few flights, you know, with Pops, and I flew with the family, and now I finally get to get back into doing my own thing, and I'm loving it. So I'm glad that you're able to be a part of it with me. One thing I really love about these screens is that, as you've seen obviously in this video, I can switch things around. So here I can actually see all of my information. So according to my GPS altitude, obviously with the ground below me and stuff, I'm at 10,450 feet. My next waypoint is going to be the Amuse waypoint. I have 60.6 nautical miles until I reach that. We're going to fly over these clouds. These ones are always so cool to me. They barely count as clouds. And we also have about 21 minutes until we're going to be reaching that Amuse waypoint. And our final destination will be Roswell Air Center, which is the airport, which is 421 nautical miles away, roughly 2 hours and 27 minutes. And we actually might be able to get a little faster once we turn from the Amuse waypoint, because I'm hoping that's going to increase our tailwind. It's also possible that it makes it worse, so we'll find out together. But I just love these screens. I think they're great. Over here to display, you can see the PFD on this side as well. Apparently a lot of people don't know this, which I think is fascinating. You can fly from left or right seat. The standard is just to fly from the left seat. So me, as a certified flight instructor and a certified flight instructor instrument, if I do decide to get my multi-engine instructor rating, I will be flying from the right seat and teaching Pops how to fly, which I think will be really fun. Go back over here. I like to keep the engine on one side just so I can keep an eye. This does give me quite a bit of information, but this gives me everything. My cylinder head temperature, my exhaust gas temperatures, you know, let's see, load amps, voltage, all that jazz. Good morning, Austin. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 10,000.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Austin approach, Austin altimeter 2996.
2996, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. Look at how full my charm bracelet is getting. This is my Pandora charm bracelet, so if you guys care, I'll run through them really quick because I'm just so happy. This is my little cruise ship one.
Austin approach, altimeter
This is obviously in honor of Mystic. It's a multi-engine airplane. This is the Pandora charm that I got when I flew to St. Louis and got stuck forever. This is a Dallas one. It's got the city on one side and then it says Dallas on the other, which I thought was so cute. This is a little martini glass, which actually my mom got me in honor of when we did our family trip to San Antonio. And then this cute little guy is actually in honor of Jamaica. And while I haven't personally been to Jamaica yet, I do have plans to go someday. I would love to go. It was another gift from my mother because she kind of got her into collecting Pandora bracelets. So it's been really, really fun to be able to do that together. All right. My water, my little baby water, and my cookie. I usually bring a ton of snacks, and this time I totally forgot. So I'm thinking I need to put together like a go bag of snacks every single time I fly, especially if I'm by myself. So if you have any recommendations on what I should bring that will keep in a hot airplane, leave them in the comments. Let me know.
Well, let me know what you want to do.
Okay, we'll do the 3-6 then. Let us get it. Give us a second to get it set up. We'll let you know. Departure citation 477 Romeo Jet 2,300 climbing 4,000 heading 350.
Zero Golf, clear direct payday now.
Direct payday for Zero Golf.
63 Mike, contact approach 125.32, 2532.
532, 63 Mike, good day.
477 Romeo Juliet departure, radar contact, climb maintain 12,000.
Approach 2 Victor Kilo.
That was a sweet treat that came to me.
Able for the RNAV 36.
It was very, very yummy.
Yeah.
The next video, y'all are going to take off from Roswell, New Mexico, and we're going to fly to Arizona. Told myself when I was going to come and do this crazy cross country to California, I wasn't going to do it in the same manner that I used to do my flights in Little Red to California, where I tried to do all of it in one day. Take my time and do some exploring and just go and land at some other places. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm glad that you can come along for it.
Number 4 Hotel Papa, contact Houston Center 134.2. Have a good day.
134.2, you do the same, 484 Hotel Papa. 134.2. Good morning, Houston, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 10,000.
And that was Hotel Papa?
Affirmative, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa. Say my tail number right? Those kinds of things always make me second guess.
484 Hotel Papa, Houston Center, welcome, Austin, altimeter 29905.
29995, thank you, 484 Hotel Papa. Alright. So I saw a couple of comments come through where everybody said if air traffic control abbreviates your tail number, then you should abbreviate it going forward. And most of the time, I do agree with that. However, I've found, especially in this airplane specifically, I fly so much faster than I do in Little Red. Sometimes I only get one radio call or possibly two before I get switched to yet another frequency. And when I check in, I always check in with my full tail number. So I've just kind of gotten into the habit of continuously using my tail number, unless, I'm flying super slow for some reason, just because I don't spend a lot of time on each frequency anyway. I just feel like that's easier. If you are an air traffic controller, let me know what you think. I would absolutely love to hear your feedback on that, because at the end of the day, I love my ATC guys, always have, always will, and just want to help out as much as I can. I try to eliminate any possible confusion. I will tell you the next upgrade that I am actually doing for the airplane is I am going to take this compass out, just because I don't love the fact that it blocks your view of being able to see out the window, and I'm actually going to put it right here in the actual panel itself below where my autopilot controls are. So that'll be pretty cool. Probably do that within the next couple of weeks. This airplane, once you get it down...
Number 4 Hotel Papa, clear direct to Roswell Airport.
Clear direct Roswell Airport, 484 Hotel Papa, thank you. That's awesome.
Southwest 1463.
Now let's see what that changes our progress to. 364 nautical miles, about 2 hours, 5 minutes until we get there. So in about an hour and 20 minutes or so, I'll start going over all of the airport details, runways, picking up the weather, really just dialing in specifically what I want to do. If I want to shoot the instrument approach, if I want to go visual and get my frequencies ready to go. And then it will be time to land. Looks like this is going to be a really easy, nice, fun day of flying. I love this. So for those of you that may not know this, I do use the Bose A30 headset. They are fantastic. My dad uses the Bose A30s. My mom actually uses the Bose A30s. When my brother flies with me, he will use them. When I have friends fly with me, they will use it. It's just a fantastic headset. It's very lightweight, very comfortable, and the noise cancellation is killer. I currently have it set to high, so it blocks out the majority of the engine noise, which is fantastic. And I'm going to put it on mix, so I'm still going to be able to listen to my music, still listen to the radio calls, and then worst case scenario, if I need to, I can just turn it off. Super, super simple.
543 Hotel Charlie, Houston Center, comment Takeoff 220.
I listen to a very wide variety of music, so I listen to like pop culture type music, I listen to ABBA, Judas Priest. My newest obsession right now is actually all things pops, and it is The Warning. So if you like an all-girl band, rock and roll style, and you have never heard them before, highly recommend you check them out. They're fantastic. My dad mentioned this, Pops. He mentioned this when we were on the cruise, and he said we need to be more conscious of the fact that sometimes you just need to sit, you just need to take a minute and appreciate where you are, appreciate what you have, and just enjoy yourself. So I'm sitting here in this beautiful airplane that was a pipe dream for me when I was first becoming a pilot. And now I'm at 10,000 feet. I'm on my way to Roswell, New Mexico, and by the end of this week, I'll be in Los Angeles, California. It's so surreal. It's such an incredible feeling. So, if you're a pilot, or you know a pilot, or you've been a pilot in the past, I think that what we are doing is absolutely incredible, and I am proud of you. And if you are working on becoming a pilot, I'm even more proud because I know how much work it takes. I know how important it is to stay dedicated and to just, you know, keep going. And that was a struggle for me. That was a struggle for a lot of my friends when I was going through flight school as well. And I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself, and I'm glad that you could be on this journey with me. And no, just one of those things. I just wanted to share with y'all how happy I am right now. This is just great.
Number 4 Hotel Papa, contact San Angelo approach 125.35.
125.35, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks.
804 Romeo Delta Eastern Center, climb maintain level 230.
125.35.
Yeah, 1026.
Just go there. 125. Oh, Midland. Oh, that's another thing I absolutely love. It tells you who you're talking to. Good afternoon, Midland. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 10,000.
484 Hotel Papa, San Angelo approach, altimeter 3000.
3000, 484 Hotel Papa, thank you.
32 Golf, cross Cooper.
All right, we're going to go into a slight descent here. Oh, you know what? This whole time I've been sitting here, I forgot I have my little rest. Oh yeah, that's nice. I always wanted to put these Rosen shades, I think these are the Rosen ones, yeah. Rosen shades in my little Piper Cherokee 180, and we just never kind of got around to doing it, so it's kind of nice that this airplane already came with it. Alright, so I just yawned, and I don't think I'm that tired, but I just wanted to double check. So I used my Apple Watch, and my blood oxygen is 93%, measurement taken in a high elevation environment, which you can see here. So I am going to go ahead and request and send and maintain 8,000. We have about an hour and 20 minutes till we get to our destination anyway, so they will start stepping us down, but, you know, no reason for me to be at 10,000 feet anymore. We're clear clouds, so let's do it. Pause my tunage. Let's go. Midland approach, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa with request.
Seneca 4 Hotel Papa, approach to request.
Like to descend, maintain 8,000 for 484 Hotel Papa. I'm clear of clouds.
4 Hotel Papa, copy. You want that to be a new final?
Affirmative for 484 Hotel Papa.
Not a problem. To maintain 8,000, make a change in your flight plan.
Roger, appreciate it. Descend, maintain 8,000 for 484 Hotel Papa. Thanks. Cool. To make a few little adjustments with our mixture control and everything too, but we're only going to lose 2,000 feet, and this will help us shave a little bit of time off until we level off. Plus, when I was doing my flight plan earlier for us to prepare for this flight, the best winds were actually between 6,000 and 8,000, and my airplane loves being at 8,000 feet. So 8,000 or 10,000 is usually pretty good. However, since I'm by myself, I'm just going to go ahead and descend. Play it safe. Why not? Keep an eye on everything. Make sure we don't get too fast in the descent. A little over 60 seconds because we're descending at 500 feet per minute. And then we'll go through and we'll recalculate everything. This is where we'll stay until they give us our descent instructions. All right. Engines feel and look good. Numbers all look good. 13.2 and about 13.4. and we're looking for 13.4 at 25 and 33 inches manifold at 8,000 feet. So that all looks good to me. Doing the recommended cruise power. I could do economy cruise if I wanted to do a longer flight, or I could do maximum cruise power if I was doing a shorter flight. However, I don't really feel like burning, 15 gallons per hour, so we won't be doing that. Maybe someday we'll test that out, but that's not today. All right, now that we've been here at 8,000 feet for about 10 minutes now, let's do it again and see if it's changed. We're at 93% at 10,000 feet. And now we're up to 95. So measurement taken in a high elevation environment still. Obviously we are at 8,000 feet in the air, but that is much better.
November 4 Hotel Papa, contact Fort Worth Center 126.15. Good day.
126.15. Take care. 4 Hotel Papa. Thanks.
Axel 21, contact Fort Worth Center 126.1.
I'm going to do it first. Good afternoon, Fort Worth. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8,000.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa Forward, milling out 10 minutes 3000.
3000, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks.
Fort Worth, it's Axel 21 with you.
I told you we were going to beat him.
12000.
So 21 for Center, climb maintain flight over 220.
Up to 220, Axel 21.
543 Hotel Charlie, contact Fort Center 132.6.
Fort Worth 32.6, 3 Hotel Charlie.
Right around the hour mark here, still 190 nautical miles away, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at our airport information. So we're clear of traffic, we don't have any airspaces and stuff to worry about, still on our instrument flight plan, so that's cool. I'm going to come down here, and let's go to airport. So elevation 3,671, MSL, we've got hangars, tie downs, I've got tower frequency, traffic pattern altitude will be 4,700 feet.
November 477 Tango Whiskey,
4,700.
715.
And let's read the last weather. As of 16 minutes ago, it was VFR. Winds were calm, we had 10 statute miles visibility, sky clear, temperature 28 degrees Celsius, dew point 13 degrees Celsius. That looks great. Altimeter 3003. We're right now 3000, so that's not super crazy. Density altitude 6,062 feet. And we really don't have very many remarks that we need to be concerned about right now. Worst case scenario, looks like our wind could be potentially variable at 6 knots. It's still sky clear. Everything is looking great. We've got 2 runways. We've got runway 321, 1735. Looks like 3 is the best one right now. That's what they're using. 13,000 feet by 150 feet. Surface is excellent. Right traffic if you're using runway 3, left traffic if you're using 21. I mean, this just gives you all the information that you need. I used to use an app on my iPad and stuff, and I don't even need that anymore. It's pretty crazy. Let's go to the plate here. If we're using runway 3, we'd be doing the RNAV. Let's take a peek, why not? So missed approach would be climb to 6,000 direct to, always butcher these waypoint names, Axwed, I don't know, Alpha, Quebec, Zulu, Echo, Delta, and hold, which is depicted beautifully, so that looks good. 5 nautical mile holding pattern, 6,300 feet. Our final approach fix would be Kusil, I don't know how to say that. Charlie, Uniform, Sierra, India, Lima. And realistically, it'll be an LPV approach, so our minimums would be 4,000 feet. Not too shabby. Might as well go ahead and put our frequency in too. I meant to do that. Our ATIS is going to be 12845, so let's pop that in right here. 12845. I'm still going to keep guard up because we're still 180 miles away, so I'm not going to be able to pick this up yet. But it's one less thing I have to worry about. It's set up and ready to go, so that's perfect.
484 Hotel Papa, contact Millen approach 124.6.
124.6, take care, 484 Hotel Papa. Good afternoon, approach, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8000.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Millen departure. Pressure Millen approach, Millen altimeter 3001.
3000 for 484 Hotel Papa.
Millen altimeter is 3001.
Roger, 3001, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. He has a very quiet voice. I turned my music down for that one. I never miss those radio calls, but sometimes it's just, they just talk really quietly. Never be me. I'm always loud. I always talk. But that's just my personality. It works. Okay, so we are down to 29 gallons in the left tank and 32 gallons in the right tank. That is about right because I did have my mixture a little bit more rich for the left tank based off of what my numbers were showing me. And so let's just say it's basically 30 and 30, 60 gallons. Right now we are still burning about 13 gallons per engine, so 26. So we definitely have at least 2 hours worth of fuel, which is perfect. We have 53 minutes until we get to the airport, so we are doing really well there. And this is probably the lowest I'll ever land with my fuel tanks, but I'll still have my minimums regardless. I mean, I'll have over an hour of flight time when I land, which is perfect. But if I was going to a smaller airport or an airport that didn't have fuel, this would be right around the time where I would start figuring out somewhere else to land, which is why if you've been paying attention, you'll actually see that this side is the sectional chart map, which still shows traffic, but it also shows my different airspaces and airports that I'm flying around or past or over. And then on this side, it does show the same thing. It's just easier depending on which one you want to see. This gives me the same information, but in my personal opinion, it looks less cluttered. This is like your traditional sectional chart would look. So that's why I have them different. If you didn't notice that, then I don't know why I told you anyway. It's fine. I also have all of my airports and stuff here. I have a lot of redundancy in the airplane with the configuration and the avionics setup that we have right now. So we can run through it. This is my true backup. Here, obviously, I have my primary flight display. I can set this up as my primary flight display. This is my GPS. This is my standby radio or my secondary radio. This is my main audio panel. This is PS Engineering. These are my autopilot controls. So autopilot flight director, heading mode, track mode, altitude, vertical speed for climbing and descending. And then we come down here, I don't use SRC. Then we have nav mode, we have VNav mode, which I can actually use for shooting an approach with the help of the autopilot if I want to. And then we have our indicated airspeed, which if I don't want to climb, 500 feet per minute, but I'm told to climb at exactly 110 knots, I can set that. And then this button here is interesting. This is the level button. So the idea behind it is if something goes crazy, you're in the clouds, autopilot is flying or whatever, and you feel like you're in a crazy turn, you're looking at your gauges, you're ignoring how you feel, of course, and you're looking at your gauges and you can tell you're in a crazy turn, then the idea behind that is you press level and it'll automatically bring the airplane wings level, and that can give you a minute to kind of just get your bearings once again.
November 4 Hotel Papa, traffic 11 o'clock, 7 miles westbound, correction, eastbound. Altitude indicates 8,800.
Roger, looking 484 Hotel Papa. I had a feeling. We've got this guy, and then we've got this guy who's 300 feet below us. It looks like he's flying this direction, so we'll keep an eye out for both of them.
Number 4 Hotel Papa, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles northeastbound. Altitude indicates 8,800.
Roger, still looking 484 Hotel Papa. Know where you're supposed to be. You must be a bright white airplane. You're the hardest spot. He's gonna pass behind us anyway, so we should be good, but I'm mad I never saw him. It's so glary right there because there's a bunch of clouds.
Papa, traffic no factor. Contact Focus Center 133.1.
133.1, 484 Hotel Papa. Take care.
Number 4 Hotel Papa, 132.6, please. 14.
132.6. Take care, 4 Hotel Papa. must be in training. Nice. Yep, bright white airplane. There was no shot I was going to see him. Good afternoon, Fort Worth, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8,000.
November 484 Hotel Papa, Forward Center, altimeter at Roswell is 3003.
3003, 4 Hotel Papa, thanks.
Airport Hotel Papa, contact Fort Worth 133.1.
133.1, take care, 4 Hotel Papa.
Sorry again, Prescott was 4922, that was 3207.
Afternoon, Fort Worth, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8,000.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Fort Worth Center, Hobbs altimeter 3004.
3004, 4 Hotel Papa, thank you. We went from 54 degrees at 10,000 feet. We're now at 67, so it's definitely going to be a hot landing, but officially under the 30-minute mark. We're still 83 nautical miles away, though. I sometimes forget how fast this airplane actually goes. I am so impressed at how well Mystic is flying today, and I'm just loving it. This is everything I was hoping for. And even though, you know, a lot of people were disappointed that it did take me this long to fly by myself and stuff, at the end of the day, I feel so comfortable, I feel so confident, and I feel so proud of myself for getting to this point. And I'm just really happy that I've gotten to share this with you. So if you've been enjoying this video, it's never too early. Go ahead and smash that like button because I do think it helps support the channel. Of course, subscribe so you never miss an adventure like our next one. And thank you very much for being a Caviator and for watching. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. We're in the 70 nautical mile range now. Let's see.
Runway 21 and 17. Approaches are being conducted to converging runway. All aircraft ready back to final altitude. VFR departures advised by delivery at destination and cruising altitude. VFR arrivals contact approach control on 119.6. 423.0. Advise on this contact you of Alpha. Roswell Tower Station Alpha 1751 Zulu, wind calm, facility 10. Sky clear below 12,000, temperature 282.13, altimeter 3005, check density altitude. Visual approaches in use, landing at Park runway 21 and 17. Approaches are being conducted to converging runway. All aircraft ready back to final altitude. VFR departures advised by delivery at destination and cruising altitude. VFR arrivals contact approach control on 119.6. 423.0, advise on this contact you of Alpha.
Alright. I know it's a little jumbled, so I'll read it back to you. We've got information Alpha. This was done at 1750 Zulu. Winds are calm, 10 statute miles of visibility, excuse me. Sky clear below 12,000 feet. Altimeter 3005, we're currently 3004, so that's good. And we're gonna be using runways either 21 or 17. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Again, keeping an eye out for traffic, still looks great. So display, oops, flight plan, there we go. Over here, runway. All right, so runway 17 is still over 10,000 feet long, 100 feet wide, hard surface, so it is not a grass field. And then runway 3 and 21, 13,000 feet long, 150 feet, hard surface, perfect, looks good. And since we're coming in on an instrument flight plan, realistically, they will give us radar vectors until we get the field in sight, and then we'll go visual from that point, and they'll give us further instructions as necessary. So I'm feeling really, really good about that. Fantastic.
Number 484 Hotel Papa, maintain your best forward airspeed and let me know what that's going to be, please.
I will maintain best forward airspeed. I'll let you know here in just a second. 484 Hotel Papa.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Not going to do anything too crazy because I don't want to burn a whole bunch of extra fuel, just in case. Okay, that's a little bit faster at least, so that should help him out. He's trying to sequence us in, but at the end of the day, I'd rather him have to slow us down a little bit than burn too much extra fuel, so that looks pretty good. We're still right around, we'll still have over an hour of fuel when we land, so that's good. Fort Worth, Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, looks like we can give you 160.
Okay, that's fine, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
More center, 466 Charlie Juliet, with you 10 for 12.
466 Charlie Juliet, Fort Worth Center, welcome.
All right, that puts us at about 20 minutes. We've got our weather. We're already talking to everybody that we need to talk to. I've got a feeling the rest of this flight is going to go by pretty darn quickly, so I'm excited. So one thing everybody has actually been asking me about, and I told you I would talk about this on one of the flights, is the GUMPS checklist. I do actually go through this every single time I land, but I do it more in my head, so I'll run through it with you. GUMPS, G-U-M-P-F-S. The F is, it's up to you, but I do use flaps, so we'll go through it. G stands for gas, so we're gonna make sure that our fuel is in the on position, and if we have our fuel pumps on, we will turn those off for landing. Undercarriage is going to be, any guesses? Any guesses? The gear, good job, that's exactly right. The M stands for mixture, we will land full rich. A P stands for props, which will be full high RPM. They can actually be up at 2,700 RPM, which is when you'll start seeing the flash for about 5 minutes before it's an issue for the airplane, and we want to keep it all the way up. So you will see those flashing, but that is okay for a certain amount of time. I want to say it's about 5 minutes. Then we do flaps. I'm going to use flaps 2.5. I've got a plenty long runway, nice and wide. Winds are not supposed to be super crazy. And I have practiced, you know, flaps 10, flaps 40, and 0 flap landings as well. But 2.5 is usually when I can touch down the softest. So that's what we're doing. Last one, S, is seatbelts and shoulder harnesses. We're going to do that before we even start our initial descent to come in, which I told you we'd do at about the 15-minute mark, and we're at 18 minutes right now. These little tiny clouds right in front of us are giving us a few bumps here and there, but not too bad. We're going to pull it back just a tad, though. Try to keep that speed up for him, but at the end of the day, we come first. Will just be our landing checklist, which will be gear down, make sure everything is good, flaps as required, which we've already talked about for the GUMPS checklist, props and speed. We'll be coming in at about 85, 90 or so. Might be a little faster, might be a little slower. It really depends on what those winds are doing, which is when I will adjust my manifold pressure as necessary.
Number 4 Hotel Papa, you can resume normal speed. It's going to be all good to go here. Normal speed, contact Roswell on 119.6. Have a good one.
119.6, back to normal speed. Appreciate it, 484 Hotel Papa. 119.6 on Roswell. Tired of these bumps. Go away, bumps. All right. Let's pop this on here. 119.6. Good afternoon, Roswell. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, 8,000.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Roswell approach. Good afternoon, altimeter 3002. You can expect a visual approach to runway 21.
3002, I'll expect the visual, 21, 484 Hotel Papa, thank you.
4 Hotel Papa, turn right 5 degrees, vector 2 final, and also sequence to the field. There's a medevac King Air south of your position is going to beat you in here.
Roger, 5 to the right, and I'll be looking, 484 Hotel Papa. I knew they were racing us. I knew they were going to beat us too. Maybe someday I'll have a King Air where I get to beat them instead. But we do have 14 minutes, 38 miles. Everything is still looking good. It's a little bumpy, which is obnoxious, but it is what it is. At least we had a fantastic flight all the way over here. I mean, I'll take a few bumps at the end. No problemo. Ow.
Or 4 Hotel Papa, descend at pilot's discretion to 6,000.
Descend pilot's discretion, 6,000, 4 Hotel Papa. All right, so let's come over here to our altitude, 6,000, and I don't want to get closer to the bump, so we're only going to do like 300 feet a minute for right now. And we'll go ahead and enrich in this mixture just a tad. It's possible we'll get one more frequency change, but might as well be prepared for it just in case. He said we could expect runway 21, which is the longer one, so that works. 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes. A 3.5-hour flight actually flew by. I know that's a terrible pun and it's so overused, but it actually flew by. That was so fun.
For Hotel Papa, and again for sequence of the field, let's turn right 5 more degrees, please.
5 more to the right, 484 Hotel Papa.
Takana November 2, Mike Tango, contact forward center on 132.6, 32.6, have a good day.
132.6, good Mike Tango, thank you.
500 feet until we level off at that 6,000. Want some more of that power back. I will, in fact, be getting up bright early tomorrow to get out of here before these bumps come through, especially flying through Arizona. Whew. Last time I was here, I remember being absolutely just shocked at the airport graveyard. If you don't know what that is, a whole bunch of airplanes that were out of commission, that were retired, you know, accidents occur and stuff. Sometimes some airports just leave them at the airport for you to go and take a look at, and just the line of airliner airplanes from COVID when everybody stopped flying was crazy. So I'm really hoping that that's still there, because I'd like to see if I can use a courtesy car or something, drive over there and check it out, show you, of course. It was insane. I was shocked at how many were actually just sitting there. That's it, they just sit there.
Roswell approach, Havoc 5-2 with you, level 6,500.
Alright, this King Air is crossing in front of us because they are also landing runway 21. So hopefully they keep their speed up. Still doing good on fuel. I pulled quite a bit of power back too. We're only burning about between 11 and 12 gallons now, so that's better. Aha, got him. They are turning final now, so hopefully that means he's gonna end us off soon too.
4 Hotel Papa, Roswell Airport is 10 o'clock and 10 miles.
Roger, I've got the field in sight for 484 Hotel Papa.
484 Hotel Papa, cleared for the visual approach, runway 21.
Cleared visual, runway 21, 484 Hotel Papa, thanks. 4700, just verifying that once again. And we're cleared for the approach, so let's go ahead and start that descent. All right, and looks like he is lined up beautifully.
Tower 4 Hotel Papa, contact tower on 118.5, good day.
Over to tower, take care, 484 Hotel Papa. Pull this back here. Below that 130. There it is, gears coming down. All right, 3 green, 1 in the mirror looks good. Right, a little bit of back trim. Good afternoon, tower. Seneca 484 Hotel Papa with you.
Seneca 484 Hotel Papa, Roswell Tower, wind 220 at 5, runway 21, clear to land.
21, clear to land. Thank you for the wind check, 484 Hotel Papa. All right, 210. Right there. Speed's about 105, that looks good. Gas is good. Flaps 10 degrees, mixture is going full rich. Props are going full forward. Nice and easy. Cowl flaps are closed, lights are on, gear is down, verified. 500 feet till we reach traffic pattern, so that's looking good too. And that King Air should be well out of the way.
Novak 9er, Charlie Papa, exited Delta, contact ground point 901 off.
Alpha Delta over to the ground point 9, Novak 9er, Charlie Papa.
Good on fuel.
KOS 4609, Roswell Tower, wind 170 at 4, runway 21, clear for takeoff, turn left heading 110.
Are you trying to get us in before a plane? Because we're not, we have to do a couple more checklists, guys, 4609.
4609, roger, cancel takeoff flights, hold short, runway 21.
Alright, we'll hold short 21, sorry about that.
Echo 4 Hotel Papa, low altitude alert, advise you check your altitude immediately.
Sorry, I got an alert. Was that for 484 Hotel Papa?
Seneca 4 Hotel Papa, affirmative. We were showing a low altitude alert over here. We couldn't get you in sight just yet.
Roger, I am right on my path right now, so we should be good, but I appreciate the heads up. 484 Hotel Papa. I'm only 300 below traffic pattern altitude. I'm on short final. Speed looks good. Flaps 2.5, a little bit of forward trim here, and we'll add in a little bit of extra power as well. Fuel still looks good. It still looks good. We can go back to this being high. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, props, flaps, and gear. Good. Full of birds, no big. Right, speed's about 90, fluctuating between 90 and 95. That's to be expected with the winds. There we go. If he'll give us Delta.
Alright, Tower Scouts 4609, we're ready to go now, whenever you guys are.
Seneca 4 Hotel Papa, exit at Delta, contact ground point 901 off.
Exit at Delta, over to ground. Thank you. Have a good day. 4 Hotel Papa. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. Of course, subscribe. I'm always looking for new Caviators and new friends. And just thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. This is my first solo cross country in Mystic since buying this airplane, and I am already excited for the flight tomorrow. So without further ado, I'll see you then. Bye.